Well, PGI patched, and the community voiced their opinions, voiced their objections, over 850 comments on the topic of the latest patch, and the community had a very big consensus. They did not like the changes. So what does PGI do? They listened, and there is a rollback coming. Greetings, Mechwarriors. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is TTB, as you already know. If you haven't dropped by the live stream, please make sure to do so. It's always worth your time. And I'm looking at the announcement of the Great Dev and Streamer Hunt event number 3, of which yours truly is also going to be a part of, but more on that in a separate video. But buried in this thread, a little bit further down, is a post from Darren, the Senior Marketing and Community Manager over at PGI. And I quote, "I'll go ahead and announce it here until I get a post up. We're rolling back the weapons and mask changes from the March patch in April, and we will be establishing a public test server before the end of the month, which will feature all of the weapon changes proposed by the Gulag player group, now known as the Cauldron. And we should be able to run multiple iterations of public test servers before the May patch, at which point, assuming we have a positive outcome and consensus, those initial changes can be implemented in May. We haven't done a full devlog yet, blah 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 blah, and so on, stepping path forward. Now that we are confident in our plans, we'll get the devlog out within the next few days with more details on the April and May patches." So, what's my initial reaction to this? Yes! Tip of the hat off to Darren, to Matt, and all the other guys at PGI that made this possible. A patch was made. It turned out it was bad. It should have been caught earlier, in my opinion. As I'm always gonna say this should never go through QA. This should never go through anybody that has any sense. Unfortunately, it couldn't be stopped, so they knew they were delivering a bad patch. I'm glad that we had such a big community reaction to it, because now they have the ability to roll back and improve based on the changes proposed by the Gulag, also henceforth known as the Cauldron. I don't like people renaming stuff, but I can understand why Gulag doesn't really work. It's got a negative name. It's like, you know, that image like of Stalin with the red card, 10,000 years Gulag. Yeah, it's not a good idea. So, what is getting rolled back in detail? Let's talk about that. The weapons changes are going to get rolled back, and the mask changes. So, that means, first and foremost, that mask will be lasting half as long as it lasts right now, but we will have the added maneuverability, the turn speed from the mask, so we will be a little bit more agile on those mechs. That is good. I like the length of the usability of mask in the new patch, but the decrease in mech maneuverability was just so harsh, especially on mechs like the Spirit Bear. It was just so bad, so I'm really glad that gets rolled back. As far as the weapons are concerned, I don't know whether they should have rolled back like the speed changes for autocannons and the health for MRMs, but I am super glad, and by the way, as I predicted, they are rolling back everything regarding Gauss and PPC. Now, as far as the Gauss health is concerned, I thought that Gauss weapon health, that buff, was actually warranted. I had no problems with that, but the biggest problem stemmed from the added damage versus the added heat and the insanely big added cooldown on top of it. Just made those weapon systems not feel very good anymore. So I'm glad that the community rose up and pretty much unanimously said, yeah, we don't really like that, please change it back. So that is really good. So we'll have our good old PPC timers, and with the Gulag changes, or with the Cauldron changes, I should call them the Cauldron changes from now on, I'm looking forward to seeing what will happen, for example, to Inner Sphere PPC, because Clan PPC, I've said that time and time again, felt like it was at a pretty good spot. Inner Sphere PPC was just too weak, and it needed to have a sense of being unique for different kind of roles, for example, the Snapnose PPC versus the Heavy PPC and whatnot, but inside those roles, it always felt like Inner Sphere PPC compared to Clan was a little bit too weak, and the Cauldron buffs should help with that. So, if you wanted to know what the Gulag or Cauldron buffs are all about, I highly recommend you watch my video on exactly that topic. The files are available in there as well if you want to have a look at exactly what the Gulag is proposing. There's a big, like 72 pages PowerPoint presentation with all the proposed changes in it. Link is in the video description below, or just search my channel for it. So, all in all, I think good news. once those public test servers go live, it's not pretty clear to me like what before the end of the month means to me right now in this context, but since April is quoted last, I would say before the end of April, potentially. Because they also want to run multiple iterations of PTS before the May patch, so I don't know exactly when the server will be online. I will let you guys know. Once the public test server is online, I will ask all of you guys, if you can, to download the client. It's not going to be through Steam as far as I know. You have to just download it from the website. But I'll have full instructions ready so that you guys can test these potentially new and exciting changes put forth by the Cauldron together with me. I'm definitely going to live stream about it. I'm definitely going to make videos about it so we can have a look at how MWO can feel with some changes proposed by the community. As far as the Dev and Streamer Hunt event is concerned, I'll have some more news on that for you guys, hopefully later today or maybe tomorrow. We'll see about that. But as soon as possible, as soon as I get the info, I will let you guys have it. So, good news. The bad changes are getting reverted, and we will just go from there. Good move, PGI. Like, on the one side, seriously bad move to even put this forward, but looking at everything else, okay, sure, rollback, that's fine. That's fine. I can live with that. That's a lot better than we had in the past, which was just like, yep, it's here now, and deal with it. So that's a good thing. We'll take it from here, I would say. So I hope you guys are having a great day. This has been TTB. Have a good one.